Welcome to Armstrong Tri-State Sports presentation of high school softball. As the Wayne Pioneers cross the river to visit the Chesapeake Panthers. Wayne's up to bat first. First batter for Wayne is Emily Osborne. Your announcer for today's game, Adam Fry, will be joining us shortly. Pitching for the Chesapeake Panthers, Erica Bowman. And that's one batter down for the Chesapeake Panthers. Up next to bat, Whitney Sampson. And with that, the second batter is retired. Up next, Wayne's pitcher, Reagan Roach. That's 2 strikes. And with that, Chesapeake retires the sides. Bottom of the first inning, Chesapeake up to bat. First batter, Ashley Tackett. Chesapeake comes into this with a 2-1 record.
There's a shot up the center line, fielded, and a single there for Ashley Tackett. Katie Spears there in the 2-hole for the Chesapeake Panthers. Warming up with that Slugger LXT. Want to try to advance the runner. Tackett sets up on first base. Tackett steals second. So no outs here in the bottom of the first. And there's a Easy out at first base there to retire Spears as Tackett advances to third base. It stays in scoring position here. 1 out. Riley Swan in the 3-hole here for the Chesapeake Panthers. 12th grader. Takes a ball. Catch Riley in action, swinging the bat for the Crush, local travel ball team. Fouls one over the visiting dugout. Counts 1-1 for Reagan Roach in the circle. Delivers a low one. Brayley Queen, catcher here for the Pioneers, prevents any major damage. Low outside pitch. 3-1 count. Foul ball back here to the fence makes it a full count. Pitch, and she takes a jab at it. So Roach is able to retire Swan for 2 outs now, as first baseman Jordan Storms steps up to the plate. Storms fouls the first one off. Storms, part of the Lady Aces travel ball squad here locally, committed to Glenville State. Will continue her. And a low pitch from Roach makes it 1-1. Outside pitch there. 2-1. Tackett eyeballing that home plate, wanting to get a run in. 3-1 count now. Ashley Tackett set up shop on third base, just really wanting to get in and get a run in here. Outside, that's a walk as Jordan Storms will take first base. Chloe Hanley, number 7 for the Chesapeake Panthers, occupying that 5-hole here. Roach hangs another one on the outside as Storms trots over to second base for an easy steal. Foul ball makes it 1-1 with 2 Panthers in scoring position, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Hanley, a senior, wearing the gray and purple for the Panthers as Roach delivers a strike. Roach hangs another one on the outside for a ball. Tight zone. 2-2. Another outside pitch brings us to full count. Roach trying to find that seam. Wants to think about it for a minute. And it's a chip shot here for an easy out at first base to send us to the top of the second. Still scoreless here in Chesapeake, Ohio, as the Wayne Pioneers take on the Chesapeake Panthers in this non-conference matchup. So stay with us. Welcome back here to Chesapeake, Ohio, as we resume the action of the Wayne Pioneers taking on the Chesapeake Panthers here. Beautiful day for softball. Can't ask for a better day. We're in the top of the second inning as Elizabeth Queen, number 5 for the Wayne Pioneers, in the 4-hole, starts us off here in the top of the second inning. We are still scoreless as Erica Bowman continues to occupy the circle for the Chesapeake Panthers. Got Jordan Storms playing first base, Cheyenne Farrell on second, Ashley Tackett covering third, Riley Swan on short, Chloe Hanley in left field, Zoe Rollins in center, and Samantha Hefner in right field as we take another foul ball over the backstop here. It's 2 strikes on Elizabeth Queen, an 11th grader from Wayne. Bowman pitching to number 2, Katie Spears, in the catcher position. And another foul ball. Gonna wait on the foul balls to be thrown in. 1-2 count here. Bowman looking to retire this first batter of the inning. And just through the glove of our third baseman, Ashley Tackett there, to send one into left field as Wayne gets a runner there on first base. Pioneers are coached by Jessie Rowe, Charlie Queen, Cassie Atkins, and Tish Smith. As Reagan Booten now in the 5-hole steps up to bat for the Pioneers and gets the first strike called on her. Booten, the center fielder, pops one way up over the right field fence for a foul ball. As we wait on the umpire to get reloaded here. Panthers are 2-1 on the season so far, delivered a crushing blow to Portsmouth West in a mercy rule game Saturday. They're coming off a win here, looking to continue their success as Wayne occupies first base with a runner still scoreless. Reagan Booten wants to watch that one as steal at second base. Elizabeth Queen made quick work of that base path and for somewhat contested steal, but she sets up in scoring position on second base with no outs. High pitch there is Bowman going to gain her composure here. Going to try to get this first out here at the plate. Olivia Maynard now at the plate for the Wayne Pioneers, number 21. Maynard, the left fielder, swinging that slugger LXT. And another chip shot here to the, as we have an error here at second base. Cheyenne Farrell just couldn't quite hang on to that to toss the easy out there at 1. Wayne now with the runner on 1 and 3. With 1 out. And there's an easy out as Madeline Ellis pops up the first pitch to the catcher. And the throw to 1 retires that runner for the 3rd out. So we are headed to the bottom of the 2nd, still scoreless here in Chesapeake, Ohio, as the Wayne Pioneers take on the Chesapeake Panthers. Stay with us. Back to our fast pitch matchup here on this beautiful sunny day in Chesapeake, Ohio, as they host the Wayne Pioneers Class AA competitor from West Virginia in this non-conference matchup. We are scoreless here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Erica Bowman for the Chesapeake Panthers steps up to the plate, facing Reagan Roach here in the circle for the Wayne Pioneers as the first pitch is high for a ball. So 2-0 count. There's a strike. Counts 2-1 now as Roach is facing off against her opposing pitcher here at the plate. And a foul ball. Sets us up for a 2-2 count as Chesapeake High School inherited another softball on their roof. Two-two count here, still scoreless. As a low outside ball to the left-hander. brings the count full.
Come on, 3.
And that's 4 balls, so Bowman will occupy first base.
Okay, good pitch, Ray.
As Zoe Rollins, 10th grader for the Chesapeake Panthers, now steps up to the plate to face Roach. And Bowman comes off looking, checking him up here, thinking about trying to steal 2.
Come on, 3.
Safely back on first. Rollins showing that bunt, trying to get in that pitcher's head.
Good, Ray. Hey, let's go, Ray. Let's go, 3. Let's go, 3.
Two-0 count, delivers a pitch for a fouled off bunt there. Brings the count to 2-1.
Hey, let's go, 3. Let's go, 3.
Zoe Rollins, the center fielder for the Panthers, looking for some action here. She drives one into left field that's not fielded by the Pioneer. Olivia Maynard missed that one just barely, and so now we've got Chesapeake Panthers on first and second base, scoring position, still scoreless in the bottom of the first, or bottom of the second.
Hey, y'all got this. Go, Shy. Hey, let's go, Ray.
Cheyenne Farrell now steps up to the plate for the Chesapeake Panthers, takes the first ball.
Hey, you're doing good, Ray.
As she lays down a perfect bunt, fielded by the catcher, throwing that out at first.
Hey, good job, Ray.
For the first out for the Wayne Pioneers this inning.
Go, Samantha.
Brayley Queen fielded that. Catcher for the Wayne Pioneers, as we've got Panthers now on second and third base, both in scoring position here. Foul ball as Samantha Hefner now up to bat for the Panthers. And Hefter gets a hold of one with that Easton Ghost into the right center gap, and we got our first run here for the Panthers. As Erica Bowman crosses the plate to make it 1-0. 1 out in the bottom of the second inning.
Let's go, girls. 1 down.
Back at the top of the lineup here.
Hey, let's go, 3.
Ashley Tackett. There's 1-1 as Roach delivers a strike.
Let's go, Ash. You got this. Bring him home, babe. Let's go, Ray. Let's go, Ray.
Tackett, an 11th grader for the Panthers. She fouls one off. Helps out with the middle school softball team some. Part of that Kentucky Crush squad. Travel ball. Tackett with a 1-2 count. She'll be looking to swing at one here. And she drives one into the right center gap that gets past the right fielder, so that brings the second run in here for the Panthers, as she's going to send 2 runs in for the Panthers and possibly even herself. And no, there's an out at home plate.
All right, kids. Nice try.
as Samantha Hefner tried to get a run in there, and catcher Braylee Queen for the Pioneers steps up to make the tag to make it 2 outs. Got one run here for the Panthers. Is that 2-0? So we're sitting at 2-0 right now. Panthers with 2 outs as Reagan Roach delivers a pitch to our Panthers number 2, Katie Spears.
Hey, let's go, Rick. Katie, come on, get it. Let's go, Katie Bird.
It's a 1-1 count here as Katie Spears, 11th grader, says she likes to spend some of her off time from softball telling dad jokes. Spears swinging that LXT. That all familiar click sound of those Louisville Slugger bats, easily identifiable. She's got 2 strikes on her now, 2 outs. As Roach throws another ball in there. Time from the umpire. Blue wants to take a minute and possibly address something either in the visiting dugout or as the Lady Pioneers converge on the circle there to talk to Reagan Roach a little, maybe get her settled in. Reagan's a senior from Wayne. Says when she's not playing softball, she's playing softball. So she lives it with school ball along with the Casey Diamond Gym's travel squad. She's experienced travel ball player too, and says she doesn't get much off time. She's always throwing the softball. Blues going to get us back in action here as we're on a 2-2 count. Katie Spears still at the plate for the Panthers. We got a ball in the dirt here for a full count now on Spears. Still got a runner on third here in scoring position for the Panthers, wanting to get that 3rd run in as we've got 2 outs. And that makes 3. So Roach finishes the bottom of the 2nd inning up there. The score's 2-0, Chesapeake on top. And we'll be back after this. So welcome back to Panther Field here in Chesapeake, Ohio, as we resume action at the top of the 3rd inning here as the Chesapeake Panthers host the Wayne Pioneers for this non-conference matchup. Erica Bowman in the circle still for the Panthers as she delivers the first pitch of the 3rd inning for a strike. Against Gracie Bloss, number 10 for the Wayne Pioneers. Sitting in that 8-hole, and one to the backstop here for Bowman. Let one get away from her. Panthers are coached by head coach Aaron Rice, along with Kevin Hutchinson, the Hutch. John Chapman, part of that crew. as Bowman sends another high one in to make it a 2-1 count. Gracie Bloss, a sophomore for the Wayne Pioneers, watches another strike. Got deuces here. See what Bowman can do as Bloss chips one out for, oh, it's overthrown at first base. As Bloss sets up shop on first. I can't quite catch vision of that, but she's on first base safely. So that's a runner on for Pioneers with no outs. So number 6, Braylee Queen for the Wayne Pioneers now steps up to the plate. Number 2, as she fouls the first one off. Queen is a junior. No, I'm sorry, she's a senior. Braylee's a senior. Thinking about studying vet tech when she gets out of school. But right now it's all softball. As she takes a ball there. Wayne's coach wants to take a minute here to talk things over with Blue. I want to give a shout out to all of our viewers in Honolulu. I know we have some Panther fans out there catching the game, maybe on YouTube. So making maybe some kind of a lineup change there for the Wayne Pioneers.
Hey, you got 6.
And we're ready to get back in action here as Braylee Queen, catcher for the Wayne Pioneers. She's got a runner on first base. She's desperately wanting to drive and advance as she looks and watches the ball. Bowman delivers another one. It's fouled over the right field fence. Queen facing a 2-2 count now. No outs. And she takes a stab and misses for the first out. And 2 outs. The steal at second was shut down. Actually, that makes 3 outs. My bad. 3 outs. 2 outs. Yeah, 2. We had it right. There's eager Panthers wanting to hit that dugout and get those sticks back out. Got one more. As Maddie Plyben now for the Wayne Pioneers. Or I'm sorry, sorry, that's Emily Osborne. Emily Osborne back in the 1 hole as she takes a jab for the first strike. Osborne, another one of Wayne Pioneers' travel ball players, representing the Diamond Express out of the Parkersburg area. And she fouls one down the left field line for 2 strikes.
Go 2-9. Hey, let's go, Em, let's go, Em.
Second baseman for Wayne.
Runner.
So an 0-2 count as she pulls that Zeno back into the box here and wants to make something happen for the Wayne Pioneers. And Bowman retires her now. So Wayne not able to get anything going there in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Still 2-0 Chesapeake Panthers on top. We'll be back after this. Armstrong Cable wants to welcome you back to the action here in Chesapeake, Ohio, as we continue the matchup here between the Chesapeake Panthers and the Wayne Pioneers. Fast pitch matchup against the Division III Panthers and the Class AA Wayne Pioneers, as Riley Swan sets up shop in the box for the Panthers. Facing off against Reagan Roach, who's occupying the circle right now for the Wayne Pioneers. Pioneers are 6-2 on the season. Big win over Boyd County last matchup. Riley fouls another one over the backstop here. Slim pickings here for the umpires. He's needing reloaded with some softballs. Riley Swan also some travel ball experience there with the local Crush team. Lots of good travel ball in the area. And she sends one easy down the first baseline for an easy out there. First baseman Madeline Ellis for the Pioneers steps on the bag to send Riley back to the dugout. As Jordan Storms, number 30 for the Panthers, first baseman, is going to step into the box and see if she can make something happen. Got some great local travel ball coming up in the 12U division. The local MOV Pride, Ohio, are going to be taking on some opponents in a tournament in Danville, Kentucky, April 6th. Definitely want to catch that ISA action if you're watching some of these up-and-coming young softballers. MOV Pride, one of the local travel ball clubs. Crush, Diamond Gems, as Jordan Storms bruises one to center field, but it's easily fielded there by Reagan Booten, number 9 for the Pioneers. Chloe Hanley up to bat now for the Panthers. As we sit in the bottom of the third inning, Panthers still on top 2-0. Hanley, the senior Panther, swinging that easily visible slugger bat. Looks like an LXT. She puts it to use, but the first baseman, Mad Dog Madeline Ellis, makes an easy grab there for actually 3 outs. So that sends us to the top of the fourth inning, still 2-0, Panthers on top. Stay with us. Here, welcome back to Chesapeake, Ohio here for the matchup against the Panthers and the Pioneers. We've got Whitney Sampson now at the plate, the shortstop for the Wayne Pioneers. Takes a ball here for the first pitch of the fourth inning with Erica Bowman still in the circle for the Panthers. Bowman, a sophomore pitcher for the Panthers. So she's just getting her softball high school experience warmed up as third baseman Ashley Tackett steps in for an easy grab there to send Sansom back to the dugout. 1 out. Score still 2-0, top of the 4th inning here. As number 3, Reagan Roach, the pitcher for the Wayne Pioneers, now comes up to the plate. She's a senior. Bowman delivers a strike darn near right down the middle for an 0-1 count. And Roach gets a hold of that one. And third baseman Ashley Tackett makes an easy throw over to Jordan Storms to retire Roach. 2 down, as we'll now look at Elizabeth Queen, the 11th grader, third baseman for the Wayne Pioneers, steps up to the plate. Queen watches a high one cruised by her face mask. And a strike for a 1-1 count. Bowman got one by her there. Queen watches another high one as the count comes into her favor here, so she desperately wants to get something going here for the Wayne Pioneers. Having a really good season so far, that 6-2 record. And she takes one to the helmet, so she's going to get a free trip to first base. Yellow looks good on her as Reagan Booten will now come into bat in the 5 hole for the Wayne Pioneers, as maybe that wild pitch will get something going here for Wayne. The Wayne crowd in good attendance here, making the trip across the river here, and the whole Wayniac section down there wanting to liven things up and hopefully get something going here with their Lady Pioneers. So Booten steps into the plate again as Bowman's ready to throw the first pitch to her. Still in the top of the 4th inning here, and tries to lay a bunt down, goes foul. Can hear a little more noise coming from that dugout as Booten takes a swing at that pitch, and 2 strikes on her now. A Wayne dugout desperately wanting to get something going over there. Hear a little more noise as they've got a runner on first, but as Booten gets retired for the 3rd out, Panthers still on top 2-0, headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. Stay with us. We are going to resume action here in the bottom of the 4th inning as the Panthers host the Wayne Pioneers with a 2-0 lead over the Pioneers. As Erica Bowman, pitcher for the Panthers, steps into the plate to face off against Reagan Roach, who's hurling the softball for the Pioneers. First pitch is a ball. And Bowman wanting to continue the momentum here that the Panthers have had thus far. Bowman's just a sophomore as she watches one go by for a strike, a 1-1 count. Bowman, another one of the players that when asked what she does when she's not playing softball, she says, I'm playing softball. She plays for the Diamond Express travel team out of the Parkersburg area. For another strike, so she's got 2 strikes on her now. Played a big role in the Panthers' crushing blow to the Portsmouth West in a mercy rule game on Saturday. And she checked in on strike, and so she'll go to the dugout now with 1 down. Very much still a ball game. Panthers just up 2-0. As Zoe Rollins, now 10th grader for the Panthers, steps into the plate. Zoe, the center field for the Panthers. As Roach delivers a low fastball to make it an even 1-1 count. As it out, puts the count in Zoe's favor now, 2-1. As we'll see what she decides to do here. Roach delivered one right down the middle, and it's an out thrown to Madeline Ellis there from the third baseman, Elizabeth Queen. So 5-3 textbook out. As now Cheyenne Farrell comes into bat for the Chesapeake Panthers. And she pops one up to the second baseman. Emily Osborne made that easy third out, as now we're headed to the 5th inning. So 2-0 Chesapeake over the Wayne Pioneers. Armstrong Cable will be back after this. Welcome back to Chesapeake, Ohio, as we continue our matchup here between the Chesapeake Panthers and the Wayne Pioneers, as the late March sun starts to drift wearily over the tree line to in our left field fence. Number 21, Olivia Maynard, up to bat now. We're in the top of the 5th inning here. It's 2-0 Chesapeake on top. Maynard wearing the number 7 for the Wayne Pioneers, as she fouls one down the left field line. Olivia plays left field. As Erica Bowman continues to work the circle here for the Chesapeake Panthers. She throws one high inside for a ball. Maynard fouls one up. And I think it's just over the fence here on the right field. Maynard on a 1-2 count here, wanting to desperately make something happen here for the Pioneers. They're trailing 2-0. As Bowman delivers a low outside fastball to even up the count. And Maynard drives one right up the middle, and there's an error in center field. It's going to get her easy second base, possibly third, and she'll hold up at second base to put a Wayne runner in scoring position for the last several innings anyway. So the Panthers on top 2-0 here with no outs. Top of the 5th inning, Wayne with their first glimpse of a little bit of momentum here with a runner in scoring position as number 12, Madeline Mad Dog Ellis, steps up to the plate. Mad Dog wanting to get something going on here for the Pioneers. As Bowman delivers one, and we got a foul right over our heads here. The Dog sitting on a 1-2 count. See if she can make something happen here. As Maynard sets up shop out there on second base, getting a good lead. Pull the count even here. Bowman delivers, and Ellis pops it right up to the pitcher as Bowman fields that for an easy out. So that gets one away now. As Olivia Maynard still out there on second base looking to really try to get some momentum going here for the Pioneers. Coach Rice here working through the pitch selection. Now to face Gracie Bloss, number 10 for the Pioneers, as one gets away from Bowman. So Maynard's easily allowed to take third base now. We got one down. Top of the 5th inning here. Bowman throws one low outside. Gracie's a sophomore from Wayne. Gonna try to connect something with that DeMarini. And she takes a swing and misses an outside fastball. A 2-1 count. One out. See if she can make something happen here for the Pioneers. And she fouls another one up and over. Two count. As Gracie just grabs a real small piece of that one. High fastball right down the middle. She stays alive here. And again hangs with another foul ball. Gracie just wants to put something in play here to advance that runner. And looking for Wayne's first score of the game, but right now it's Chesapeake Panthers 2-0. As lets one go, and we're coming home here, and she is out. She slid just short of home plate. Sure, the Pioneers not liking the call there, but she seemed to slide just short of the plate. And Katie Spears was able to put the tag on her. That's one of those things you just have to have bird's eye perspective on to see. Her cleat looked like it maybe slid just about 6 inches from the plate before it stopped. So she just came up a little short there, as the Panthers definitely maintain momentum now. Gracie Blouse still up to bat. As Bowman delivers a low outside pitch for a ball. And she bruises one, pops it up though, and I lost sight of it here because of the visitor's dugout, but it looks like that's a fair ball and was not fielded. So she sets up shop on first base. As we have two down here, the runner on one. Braley Queen up to bat now for the Wayne Pioneers, as Coach Rowe wants to take a minute here to talk something over with Blue. Braley Queen, the catcher for the Wayne Pioneers, senior. Showing some interest in veterinary sciences when she gets out of high school, moves on to her post-secondary endeavors. But again, right now, it's all about softball. So let's see what she can do here at the plate with two outs. As one gets away from Spears here. Wild pitch. That advances the Wayne Pioneers runner to second base for scoring position with two outs. Still 2-0. Chesapeake on top. Bowman throws one low outside again. Another low pitch, just at the very, very bottom of the zone. Call maybe could have gone either way, but umpire did not like it. And Braley Queen puts that one in play. Gets to first base. As Emily Osborne, top of the lineup, resurfaces here for the Wayne Pioneers with a breath of life in him here, wanting to desperately get that first run in as they trail the Panthers 2-0. Emily Osborne, another one of those Diamond Express travel ball players, leading the lineup here for the Pioneers. As Bowman selects a pitch. Oh, and a bunt's laid down the first baseline, and Storms is able to work that one over to first base and get the third out for the inning. So again, Wayne has to go in scoreless. We're going to head into the bottom of the fifth inning here, 2-0, Chesapeake on top. We'll be back after this. Welcome you back to Chesapeake, Ohio on Panther Field here alongside State Route 52 as the Chesapeake Panthers are hosting the Wayne Pioneers in this fast pitch matchup between the AA class Wayne squad versus the Division III Chesapeake Panthers. Panthers are on top 2-0 as number 5, Ashley Tackett, chips one up, and easy out is made by the Wayne Pioneers to send the first batter away for Chesapeake. So it's one out in the bottom of the fifth inning here. As the low pitch comes to number 4, Tackett. Tackett at the plate for the Panthers. She's a junior. As Reagan work the circle for the Wayne Pioneers. Tackett. As she watches pretty much a meatball. So off. On a 2-2 count now. Wanting to continue this Panther momentum as they lead the Pioneers 2-0. And she puts the bat on it. And it takes one hop into left field where it's their number 21 for the Wayne Pioneers, but not before base. So 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning here, as Emily Spears now, or I'm sorry, Katie Spears. Katie Spears steps up. Travel ball squad. And the attempted steal here at second base. She is out, so they call Tackett out at second base and make it 2 outs. I wouldn't be able to make a judgment either way on that one. The sun's drifting over this left field fence here. And so Riley Swan now. Or I'm sorry, Katie Spears here, still up to bat. She takes the ball on the inside pitch. Another ball. To get a hold of something with that golden white LXT slugger bat. She stares down Reagan Roach here for, takes a jab at that one. Full count now. And pop that one up. Looks like it's going to easily be fielded by the first baseman there, Madeline, the Mad Dog Ellis. Sends the Panthers back to the dugout. So no 5th inning. We're still sitting on a 2-0 Chesapeake Panthers lead. We're headed to the 6th inning. We'll be back after this. School fast pitch duel, and Whitney Sampson lays down a bunt. Oh, it's thrown out. So Katie Spears is able to pick it up and get it to first base there where Jordan Storms makes the first. Wayne Pioneers, so there's 1 out. We're in the top of the 6th inning here on a 2-0 Chesapeake Panthers lead. As Reagan Roach takes a low outside ball from Eric Bowman. Chesapeake Panthers sophomore pitcher. Low outside pitch for another ball. Pitcher pitching to the opposing pitcher here. Roach is a senior for the Pioneers. Plays some travel ball for the KC Diamond Gems, one of our travel ball squads, as Bowman throws a fires a strike in. That's the entire matchup here for the Panthers. And Roach puts one in play, but it's an easy 5-3 out. 2 down now. As Elizabeth Queen steps into the plate for low outside from Bowman. Queen's an 11th grader who says she just likes hanging out with friends whenever she's not on the softball diamond, as a wild pitch from Bowman gets by her.
Come on, Erica.
So Bowman delivers one that Queen decides to put a bat on, but it's fouled over the Waniac field fence. Let's one go high here off the backstop.
Let's go, Erica.
Bowman getting a lot of encouragement here from the Panther fans. She's been doing a great job. And high fastball there. Good strike. Well, must have been called a ball. High fastball there to Blue. Thought he signaled a strike, but evidently it was a 4th ball. So sends Queen down to set up shop on first base as Reagan Booten, number 9 for the Wayne Pioneers, steps up to bat. Bowman delivers another high one there. Bowman has been in control of this matchup with the 2-0 Chesapeake Panthers lead. And Booten puts a bat on it, sends it into left field to advance the runner and gets her to first base easily. As we've got 2 outs, but now 2 runners on, as Wayne is going to dig deep here as Olivia Maynard comes to the plate, number 21, senior from Wayne. It's got her LXT out. It's got 2 runners on with 2 outs. And she puts the ball in play. Right back to Bowman, who throws it to Jordan Storms to make an easy 3rd out. And the Panthers head back to the dugout. Still sitting on a 2-0 lead. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Stay with us. Armstrong cable matchup between the Chesapeake Panthers and the Wayne Pioneers, headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Panthers lead 2-0 as Reagan Roach pitches one here to, let's see who that was, number 7, Riley Swan. So Swan puts the ball in play. But quickly, Wayne has 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. as Jordan Storms now, number 30, first baseman for the Chesapeake Panthers, steps up to bat. Storms again committed to Glenville State, part of that Lady Aces travel ball squad, as a high outside pitch. She watches that one. Wanting to step up here and add to this Panthers lead. High outside pitch from Roach. Makes it a 2-0 count. And Storms wants to try to get a piece of that one, but couldn't quite get it. 2-1. Roach staring her down here. There's another high outside pitch. She's hitting that high outside hole frequently. Makes it 3-1. The count's in Storm's favor here. She's going to try to select her one to drive if she can. And, ooh, outside corner of the plate there to bring the count full. And Storms gets a hold of one, sends it high into center field. Well, second baseman steps out there and grabs it. That's Emily Osborne for the Wayne Pioneers. Backs into that one. So we've got 2 Panthers down. Reagan Roach and the Pioneer squad wanting to put this third out away, get out of this inning with no damage. This is Chloe Hanley here. Up to bat for the Chesapeake Panthers. Hanley gets a hold of one, and that one is caught. A really good running catch from Maddie Plyben, number 36. Plyben is a freshman Pioneer. Takes off and grabs that one to send the Panthers back in with no score. So we're headed to the 7th inning. Stay with us. We'll be back after this. And welcome back to Chesapeake, Ohio here as we head into the 7th inning. Chesapeake Panthers on top 2-0, desperately wanting to put this one away here if they can hold the Wayne Pioneers. Trying to make it 3-1 on the season. As Erica Bowman pitches the first one to Madeline Ellis, Mad Dog for the Wayne Pioneers, first baseman. Ellis stares Erica Bowman down, really wanting to get a hold of something, but she anxious to swing and takes a stab at that high inside fastball. Such a tricky pitch. 2 strikes on her now. Mad Dog wants to make something happen here for the Pioneers, and she sends one up the center line, and it's out. Riley Swan throws it over to Jordan Storms. So 1 down. As Gracie Bloss comes up to bat for the Wayne Pioneers. Bowman delivers, and Gracie takes a swing. Erica Bowman wanting to finish this up with a shutout as number 10 fouls it up, hits the backstop. Sitting on a 1-2 count. And she fouls one. Oh, and it's caught. Wow, third baseman Ashley Tackett runs over and grabs that one right on the dugout fence. So that's 2 down. Bowman appreciates that work. Ready to close this one out here. Trying to get out of this one with a shutout. 2-0, Panthers still leading. As number 6, Braley Queen, fouls off the first one. And Queen puts that one in play. Storms bobbles it a little, and it looks like Queens are going to be safe at first base. With kind of an awkward hop with that ball, but Storm's going to shake that one off and get right back at it here. As Braley Queen is on first base now, 2 down. Panthers got 2 down. Trying to finish this up here against the Wayne Pioneers as Emily Osborne steps up to the plate for the Wayne Pioneers. High pitch. Panther crowd getting behind their pitcher here as you can hear the encouragement. Such a tough, stressful position. Fast pitch pitcher. I'm convinced it's one of the most stressful positions in all of sports. As Bowman throws one in there and Osborne takes a stab at it. And high one gets away from her, and that's going to send Queen to second base. A 2-1 count as Osborne now maybe trying to get a breath of life here for the Wayne Pioneers. Outside pitch, 3-1 count. Runner in scoring position now for the Pioneers. Bowman wanting to put this away. And high pitch gets called a ball. So 2 runners on the Pioneers. As Bowman steps off, takes a deep breath to face this. Next batter, Whitney Sampson, shortstop in the 2-hole. We're in the top of the lineup here with the Wayne Pioneers with 2 runners on. And so Bowman's gonna deliver. And it's low outside, and wild pitch brings the runners forward. So now we've got a runner on 2 and 3 with the 2 outs. As Sampson steps out, and Coach Rice wants to talk about this one for a minute. These scenarios can be sometimes tricky when you've had the momentum the whole game, and just to get over that little hump and close the game out. Teammates going to encourage her, talk about it. So here we go, as you go. Panther fans trying to encourage Bowman to finish this up as the Wayne dugout comes alive. Another high pitch. This is where your defense becomes really important. If the ball does come in play, they want to close this out. Another high pitch. As the Wayne dugout really coming alive now. You hear some cheers getting louder. The Wayniacs are in full effect over here as a strike comes through high in the zone. As Blue wants to talk it over, I guess there's some percussion action coming from the Wayniacs dugout. Maybe not allowed to. I think it might be against the high school rules here to percuss in any way. I don't know if it's drumsticks or balls or a Zumba drum or what we got going on over there, but so we're back in action here. Sampson fouls it off, stays alive. As this diamond's really coming alive now. The crowd's both really getting into it. Panther fans really want them to close this one out and move to 3-1 on the season. Pioneers wanting to continue their trail of destruction on a 6-2 season. Bowman delivers, and this one's in play, high, and it is not fielded by the right fielder as 2 runs come in for Wayne Pioneers now to make this a ball game. So we're locked 2-2 as Sampson makes it to second base on that one. 2 down. We're tied up here. As Bowman's teammates want to talk about things, try to settle her down. Maybe showing just a little signs of fatigue here. She's been at it the whole game, done a spectacular job pitching, hitting her spots. But Wayne now got a gasp of fresh air as they've got 2 runs in. We're tied 2-2. High pitch comes in as number 3, Reagan Roach, pitcher for the Wayne Pioneers, now at the plate. And we've got a ball game, folks.
Come on, Erica.
Roach puts the Zeno on it, but fouls it over the backstop here.
Come on,
1-1 count as Bowman collects her thoughts here and really wants to retire this 3rd batter and get out of this inning now, so that the Panthers can get the sticks back out, and that gets away from her as the runner advances to 3rd base now. So with 2 outs, Bowman trying to maintain control of this matchup. As Reagan Roach, then the 3-hole, the pitcher, senior for the Pioneers. Bowman adjusts her face mask and I'll take a deep breath here and try to put this one, at least get the bats back out as Roach fouls another one off.
Erica.
2-2 count. Reagan Roach at the plate. A pitcher-to-pitcher duel right here. And that's a ball called. Looked like really close one there. Maybe just a little, just a hair outside, but
Come on, Erica. You did it. Got it.
as the crowd really comes alive. That low pitch walks Roach. So Erica walks Roach. As we've got 2 runners on now with 2 outs. One of them's in scoring position over here on third base as Elizabeth Queen in the 4-hole. Cleanup batter for the Wayne Pioneers takes the box. But Coach Rowe wants to talk a minute with umpire. And we are locked at 2-2 in a ball game here now, folks. So Elizabeth Queen not sure. A little discussion over there with Coach Rice and the umpire. But we're about to get back in action here. Whitney Sampson over there on third base wanting to get this 3rd run in here to make things really hard on the Panthers and force that next at-bat. Queen sets up. The Wayne sideline over here is really coming alive as Bowman hurls one in there a little high.
Come on, Erica.
Lots and lots of encouragement here from the Panther crowd as Bowman maybe showing a little sign of fatigue as Queen fouls one off for a 1-1. Blue getting impatient with his clip is empty. Somebody needs to reload him. And Elizabeth Queen steps back into the plate. So here's Bowman pitching to the shortstop. And she puts it in play. It's high to center field, and it is dropped in the grass as a run comes in to make it 3-2 as Sampson scores for the Wayne Pioneers. So Wayne takes the lead with that one. 3-2. Blue calls time here, wants to dust the plate off. So here late in the game, Panthers have lost the lead to the Pioneers, now 3-2. Runner on first and third with 2 outs. As Reagan Booten, number 9 for the Pioneers, steps up to the plate, wanting to put more damage on the situation. And she takes a swing at a high fastball. And there's another shot right up the center line. There's another run in. Perry looked like a courtesy runner that had come in. Number 22, Perry scores, so that makes it 4-2. Still 2 outs. Runner on 2 and 3. As the Wayne Pioneers now lead the Panthers 4-2. Another hit from number 21, Olivia Maynard, and it's not caught as a 5th run comes in for the Pioneers. And the momentum has just drastically shifted as the Wayne crowd over here, the Wayniacs as we call them, have really come alive now that they begun to put the hammer here on the Panthers. So
Come on, Erica.
number 12, Mad Dog Ellis, back at the plate. And she takes a swing full of grit here at the plate, really wanting to add another layer of damage on. But she misses the high fastball, so 1 strike. Bowman delivers another one, and it's low outside. Olivia Maynard still on first base.
Come on, Erica.
Comes the next pitch from Bowman. And Ellis way ahead of that one.
One more. Come on, Erica. You can do it.
Bowman desperately wanting this to be the last pitch of the inning as she's looking to strike out Ellis here, and it's a high fastball. Maybe got away from her just a little. So Mad Dog fouls one off. Number 12 for the Wayne Pioneers also likes to play volleyball. She's got long levers. I'd say she can do some damage on the volleyball court as well. Swinging that Louisville slugger. And she still hanging. Just barely nips a piece of that one. All the damage coming in this 7th inning. And she puts one in play here, Mad Dog, but it's a routine 5-3 out. And the Panthers head to the dugout to try to regroup, and after maintaining control of this game for 6 innings, stay with us, we've got a ball game. So welcome back to Chesapeake, Ohio, in what has turned out to now be a ball game. We've got a big shift in the story here as the Wayne Pioneers have now taken a lead here in this 7th inning over the Panthers. But Erica Bowman's coming into the plate to bat for the Panthers, and my oh my how fast pitch softball can change on a dime, as Reagan Roach still occupying the circle for the Wayne Pioneers, and going to step in here and try to finish this game up, as the Panthers going to be desperate here to try to get some runners on base. If there's ever a game that can change quickly, it's fast pitch softball. Same could be true here for the Panthers as they reach for an attempt here to get back in this one.
Go, girls, get up in there.
Bowman, the pitcher for the Panthers, now at the plate. Done a fantastic job maintaining control of the game those first 6 innings. And a strike there. And then Bowman puts one in play, but it's fielded by Emily Osborne there, number 29, second baseman. Throws it to Mad Dog Ellis to retire the first batter there for the Panthers. So we're now in the 7 hole. Zoe Rollins now for the Panthers. Number 10. She takes a swing at an outside fastball. Misses. Low, very bottom of the zone maybe, but umpire didn't like it. It's a ball. There's a strike. Looks like about the exact same spot. And Rollins puts one in play. Fielded for a routine out there by the second baseman. Osborne once again. So Roach looking to retire the next Chesapeake batter to end this one, but let's see if Chesapeake still got a breath of life in him here as Cheyenne Farrell takes the box. It's a ball. As they say, it's not over till it's over, so Cheyenne might be able to actually put one in play just like she did, but not quite enough on it as it's a easy out at first base. And it looks like that's the ball game, folks. Shifted on a dime. We have the Wayne Pioneers walking away with the victory. The Chesapeake Panthers, they'll move to 7-2 on the season, pulls the Panthers an even 2-2. Thank you for joining us with Armstrong Cable's presentation of this high school fast pitch matchup. I'm Adam Fry, and we will see you next time on the Diamond.